Oh, you're waiting for me.
In Wellbeing Tourism, we wish to create experiences that are good for society, the environment, our economy, and people. We want to honor the full human with body, mind, and soul. In this episode, we will look into the well-being of our mind. What is the mind, and how do we nourish the well-being of our minds? We'll look into 3 important qualities: our mind's ability for creativity, relaxation, and peacefulness.
The mind is very important in well-being because it determines to a large degree our thoughts and our thought patterns, and that makes up a whole a big part of our reality and how we feel. Our emotions and feelings are to a large degree based on what we think.
For me, it's really the monkey who is sometimes like playing, like, how do you call, not the drum, but this shells kind of. And then he's like sitting in my mind. And then I kind of, I don't know, I managed to accept the mind a little bit more.
The mind is crazy, deep waters. Yes. I don't find the beginning and the end though, you know.
It's really interesting when you start to observe your mind a little bit, like your thoughts. It's a little monkey who is jumping from one branch to the other, and that's what my mind sometimes looks like, I think.
In today's society, it's really difficult to find spaces that invites for peace, and we're also constantly subjected to external stimuli. For example, different sounds and colors and information boards, commercials, media, and so on. So we are overstimulating our minds, and we need space to allow also the mind to rest and relax. And this is why peacefulness for the mind is so important.
I just think of a long shower after a long day of work. And there's so many times where I have like headache and stuff, and like I'm so exhausted, and you just go in some water, just does all the job, and you go out refreshed and sleep like a baby. We have this phrase in movie, like, sleep like a baby now after a shower. Yeah, a long shower is my answer.
Things like taking stretched walks out into the woods, or every kind of green that surrounds us, because it's super calming on our mind. It slows us down. We come back to a connection with nature. Things like having a cup of tea, having a moment in silence.
Nature, and for me it's a lot movement also. So in the sense of sports and walks and hiking and being close to nature, which brings me again closer to myself, I guess. And this is like, I think probably, it's the moving and the environment that manages also to calm down my mind.
Solitude gives me like a very solid start for when I feel like very everywhere and I don't feel connected to the present moment, like you're saying, or to nature. Like sometimes I can just walk through nature and I don't feel like I'm in nature because I'm so caught in my mind. But if I go into like solitary moment for a day or two, I think that supports my well-being a lot, like being alone.
And also like when I try to be present and try to just be with what I am right now, or like really when I discover that the monkey is back and that he's like again like this crazy, then I just say to myself sometimes, okay, stop now. I try to say it in a kind words because he's a funny monkey, and then I try to focus on something else, like my breathing or something that is kind of around me right now, or what I'm doing, and then I really can see, then I can really observe how like the monkey is also calming down. He sits down on the branch and he's just like relaxing. it's, of course, it's much more relaxing also for the monkey to know where to sit and to just focus and concentrate on one thing and not be like in this craziness of pattern all the time. And the feeling he needs to think and talk and play the shells or whatever all the time. He also likes to rest, but he doesn't know that he likes it that much.
The best way I have encountered to establish a refined and healthy mind is meditation. And proper meditation techniques, they create evidence-based positive health effects. And this has been shown in over 600 scientific studies. But there are other techniques as well, such as yoga and qigong and martial arts. So the important is that it's conscious movement or conscious being. When the mind is relaxed, we more easily get in touch with our creativity. And when we are creative, it means that we are able to see new perspectives and new ways, and we also more easily find new solutions to things. And we might even find solutions to things that we thought were virtually impossible before.
Creativity is really important for us people, because that's where we create something, and I think creativity is one of the big main driving forces in our lives. Everything we have, everything we do, we need to create somehow, and especially if we want to create something new and something beautiful, like if we're working in the arts or in some kind of creative work, it's of course extremely important. But also for people in general, we want to create things, even if we're just working in our garden or something, then it's based on creativity. Everything that we do basically is based on creativity. And but we also need relaxation, because pressure on us makes us exhausted and wears us out. So we need to be able to relax and to get rid of stress, and that is connected, because if we can get rid of stress, then we can come to a state of peacefulness, which actually is, I think, the basis of our existence is peacefulness.
Traveling for me, it's really important, because it really allows me to be in the present moment. So then I naturally go beyond the mind, and I'm just there in every moment, discovering and experiencing what is in front of me. It's important for hosts in tourism to know that it's an increasing trend in the society, that more and more travelers are looking for these peaceful places and silent places, and places that can provide well-being for the mind and relaxation for the mind. And an example is in Sweden, where 15% of the population is practicing yoga and meditation regularly, and even more than that are interested in this kind of activities. And we actually see similar percentages and trends in several countries in Northern Europe. For female travelers in Sweden, half of them want to practice yoga and meditation during their recreation. In the future, I think it will be as common to have a personal mental trainer as it is today to have a personal physical trainer. And we need both. We need a strong and healthy and vital body, and we also need a relaxed and clear and refined mind.